Where Do I Come From? Written by Pip Ellis. It wasn't until the beginning of high school when Ellie Rudog began to realise that she was a bit different than everyone else. She had bright, beautiful colours, characterised by bold black outlines on her elephant head, a brown ochre dotted kangaroo tail, and realistically drawn dog's legs. How had she been created? What types of art had influenced her creator when she was made? Looking around the classroom, she glanced at Goanna. He was sitting close to the window catching some sun. "Hey, Goanna!" "Hey there, Ellie. What's with the puzzled look on your face?" "Well, Goanna, I just don't feel myself today." "Ah, what's the problem?" "I just don't know where I come from." "Well, that's easy," answered Goanna. "Look at your tail. You're just like me. You're Aboriginal dot painting. Let me show you some things, make you feel more like yourself." So they walked over to the board and Goanna told Ellie all about Aboriginal art. You see, Aboriginals lived in the Australian desert, full of rich brown dirt and sand that they used along with blood, coal from their fires, mixed with plants to make colours that they could paint with. Like many artists, they painted the landscapes around them filled with plants and animals. In fact, the arrangement of artefacts in their work often has hidden meanings. Some paintings act as maps, while others depict ceremonial songs or traditional Dreamtime stories that have been handed down from generation to generation. Traditionally, Aborigines decorate caves, pieces of bark, rock, shields, spears and boomerangs, but today their art is purely for decoration. Many famous painters have been inspired by Aboriginal art, including Margaret Preston. Whilst Goanna admires the artwork of the boomerang on the blackboard, Ellie returns to her desk, scratching her head. It was true. Her tail did indeed look like Aboriginal dot art, but there was more to her than just her tail. Just then, Peacock takes her seat next to Ellie. She is engrossed in reading her book, oblivious to Ellie next to her. "Hey Peacock, how you doing?" "I'm great, absolutely loving my book." "What's it about?" questioned Ellie. Peacock replies, "It's about Mithila painting, which is painted in northern India. Have a look, isn't it cool? Look at the beautiful bright colours." It says here that women paint colourful, auspicious images on the interior walls of their homes for certain rituals, including weddings, Diwali, which is like Christmas for us, and to pay respects to their gods. Like Aboriginal art, Mithila art tells folk tales. One such story is about Ganesh. Ganesh is a boy who was told by his mother, the Queen, to guard her door while she bathed. His mother's unknown lover comes to visit her, and when the boy refuses him entry, a fight ensues. Unfortunately, whilst Ganesh fought bravely, he was no match for the strength of a grown man. When the Queen hears the commotion, she comes out. After seeing Ganesh with his head cut off, she forces her lover to make amends by finding a replacement head. He travels long and wide, but the only thing he can find is an elephant. He replaces Ganesh with an elephant head, and Ganesh comes to life as a very wise and remarkable god. Ganesh is the god of knowledge and the remover of obstacles, and the god of harmony and success. Wow, Ellie, don't you see it? Ganesh looks like you. You are Mithila art. Yes, I think you're right, Peacock. I do look like Ganesh. Who would have thought? I am created after a god of India. That's so awesome. "What's awesome?" asks Sketch. Ellie says enthusiastically, "I am created from Aboriginal art and my head is a god of India." Sketch says excitedly, "I'm really happy for you, Ellie. I'm made from a plain old drawing. A set of simple lines puts me together." He continues, "I can be used to design artworks like sculptures, paintings, or even big stuff like architecture. Or if you add colour to me, I can stay as a drawing. It's not very exciting, really." "Oh, Sketch, that's not true," replies Ellie. "You are the oldest and most traditional form of art, and that is really, really cool. The earliest drawings date back to 30,000 BC. That means before Christ was born, and that's a long time ago. In fact, one of the coolest things is the Egyptians used to draw simple lines to decorate the walls of their temples and tombs. The lines were flat and had linear style, which developed into the first forms of writing. Their drawings and writings evolved to using ink on papyrus, which is a form of reed that they used as paper. Whilst over in Europe, drawings were becoming more and more detailed. Although there are a few illustrations of this, paper was scarce, so they used parchment, which is made out of animal skins, slate, wood or wax to create the drawings. This was expensive and a waste of resources, as they could be used for other things like wax and animal skins, so they didn't stay as drawings for long. The drawings on the walls of buildings were painted over to make beautiful murals, so they too didn't stay for drawings for very long. During the 1400s, during the Renaissance period, a love of drawing evolved. Look at this picture by Leonardo da Vinci. Drawing is moving away from strictly religious themes and moving to encompassing a range of different aspects, including comedy as seen in this picture. Da Vinci used chalk in this drawing, but often charcoal was also used, just as the Aboriginals. Drawing and sketching became an important aspect of art, that beginning artists received special instruction on the finer points of sketching and drawing, some of which are still used today. "I'm really excited," says Ellie to her friends as they all gathered around her. "I look at my legs and see drawing just like sketch. I look at all of you and see something in myself. I am 3 different pieces of art made into the one. I feel excited. I know who I am. I am Aboriginal art from Australia, Mithila art from India, and a drawing well from the beginning of art all over the world. I feel very special." "You are special," they all replied. "Thank you all for helping me understand how I was created. It's important to know about art that we are using in our work today."